What's up, guys? I'm Shmoe. We got these parts, right? And we're making a snake hook. We got some metal, got a golf club. I cut it, I cut the metal, I bent it, I grinded it, did some more grinding. We're gonna piece this thing together. Bam. Yeah, we'll have a snake hook after. So we're gonna do this the simple way. Basically, for some reason, I had an extra golf club in the backyard. I think it was like in the shed. It might have even came with the house when we were renting, so it might have just fucking been here. Somehow, I got this one random golf club, okay? And then I started grinding. It was like a wedge. I started grinding it. I was gonna make some kind of like field hook, but it was kind of heavy. The amount of work that I was grinding it and doing all this stuff, it wasn't even gonna come out that great. I actually have it. Where is it? This is what I started with, right? So this is the wedge of the golf club, okay? And then I just started hacking away at it, okay? I pretty much chopped it, top, bottom, tried to thin it out, and then I still had to thin a lot more out and then get rid of this like big old weight. I already started working on it, but the amount of grinding and work that it was to try and get this thing right to the field hook how I wanted it, and I cut this a little bit shorter, but basically it was like that. Which would have been alright, but the angle was a little bit off. It just wasn't exactly how I wanted it. So I figured since I got this extra club, I might as well try and do it the right way since I really like the handle, okay? Then I found this, I had a metal bar. It was a 1/4 inch thick steel bar. Found this in the backyard, okay? Started bending this. The steel was, this was my first attempt at it, okay? So I had this hook. Not shaped right and kind of wonky, but it works. And then I was like, okay, it works. It's my first hook, I could take it. Not that bad, but realistically, it's not exactly how I wanted it. So I didn't put it together. I went and looked at the snake hooks in my room and realized I need to put more of a bend because I only bent it one way, right? And I'm doing this, I don't have any like metal fabrication or bending. Like you look at people that bend some hooks, some of them have like a proper setup where they can put the wedge the metal in, bend it the right way, and it's like the perfect bend of how they want it, and then they bend it back the other way, yada 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 yada. I was just taking a random whack at it, right? So then said fuck it. I went to Home Depot and I went and got a 1/4 inch thick, 3 foot long, I got aluminum bars. 1/4 inch thick, round bar. So they had zinc plated, they had steel, and then they had aluminum. Aluminum was the lightest one. I almost went with steel, but fuck it, the golf club handle is hella light, and then the aluminum's lighter. So let's try aluminum. So then it's 36 inches long. So cut it into 3 pieces, 12 inches long each piece. Then I took this piece, put it over one of my, I have a squat bar in the back, so I took it and bent it over the squat bar. Got it the shape I wanted, right? So that's the first bend, is that way. And then you have to do another bend this way so that it like, rather than just hoops this way, you want it to go out like that, right? So it's gotta have that third bend. So then I took it, cranked it on my squat bar, I just put it in the, or on the rack, I just put it on the hole, bent it back this way. I know you guys can totally picture it as I'm acting it out for you, but yeah, whatever. That's how it went, okay? So then, now I have my 3 bends, right? Had to grind, I got 1/4 inch thick, so it's a little bit thicker than what goes inside this part of the tube, but I just figured I can grind it down more. That way this part isn't too thin, because I wanted that thin, or I wanted that a nice thick size. That's what she said. There we have it, okay? And then I'm gonna wedge it in there, right? It kinda like cones in this part. So I jam it up in there. And then I got Gorilla Glue. Where'd my Gorilla Glue go? So yeah, I'm gonna use Gorilla Glue because the shaft of this golf club isn't steel or metal. It's like, what is this? Graphite, high strength graphite. Only the best graphite, right? So I figured I can just put a bunch of this in it. I'm gonna wedge this in there, and then I might even have heat shrink. Let me go see if I have some heat shrink. I even got some heat shrink, right? So heat shrink, you pretty much just, you're gonna put it over it. Well, I'll get it over it, but you're gonna put it over it and then take a heat gun or blow dryer, something hot air. If your breath's hot enough, you just fucking keep breathing on it. And then it's gonna shrink up and wrap around it and make a tight little squeeze, make it clean looking, and add a little bit of blue color to it. I'm gonna just glue it, and then I'll probably, maybe even like take some fucking tape and tape around it real quick and then heat shrink it or something, but I'm gonna just glob this glue in there. Alright, so the glue coming out just a little bit, right? Because I want to keep it hold down so it stays down there and compacts, dries up like that. So since I'm going to use the heat shrink, I'm going to just take some electrical tape right now and wrap where this meets so that the glue don't drip out, and it just kind of helps hold this in place while it's drying. Bam, got the hook. Okay, so I'm gonna let the glue dry and then I'll put the heat shrink on it and we're done. Fucking sweet. Pumped. This is my first hook. Super excited about it. Came out pretty cool. So now I got some more metal while that one's drying. Maybe I'll chop this thing up. It's one of my old GoPro selfie sticks. And maybe I'll turn this into a telescoping snake hook. Sweet. I think that might be it. I'll just call it here, honestly. Yeah, I think I'm gonna just call it here. Got plenty of stuff to do in here. I'm gonna film as much as I can, but I'm also gonna get done the bulk of it, and then I don't know, you guys will see. Stay tuned. I'm Shmoe. Thanks for watching. Hope you like my snake hook. And if you don't, I don't really give a shit. Give me a thumbs up if you made it this far. And you can go follow me on Instagram if you want to. And I don't know if I told you to subscribe to my channel or not. And thanks for watching. I'm out.